Looks like we're live. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Welcome to another weekly edition of Weight Loss Wednesdays. And I'm your humble host, John Mikhailian. You guys know the drill. Gotta wait for YouTube to send out notifications, and we'll get started in a few minutes. Until then, we'll hang out and chill for a bit until notifications go out for a few minutes. If you're wondering what I'm drinking tonight is Diet Mountain Dew. Couldn't find Mountain Dew Zero, so I got Diet Mountain Dew instead. I know the regular version tastes better, but I don't drink my calories from drinks anymore. I save it for food. Nice. We already have a few people in here. Looks like. What's up, Carlos? How you doing, man? Carlos says, "Hi, John. You chose an interesting topic. It is, but this is Weight Loss Wednesday, so we're gonna focus it on how how to deal with rejection from if you're chubby, if you're overweight, if you're obese, morbidly obese, whatever you wanna, whatever category you fall into. That's what we're going to focus on today. So yeah, I mean, there's rejection from jobs, there's rejection from datings, rejection from potential suitors for friendships. So yeah, it's universal. But today we're going to focus on from the perspective and from the eyes, from the point of view, someone who's obese or overweight, whatever category you fall into. But yeah, we'll give it a few minutes, let notifications go out, and then we'll get started after that. Let me put the link in the chat for people to join in a bit. Why is my mouse keep? I don't know what's going on with my mouse, man. It's been tripping in the last couple days. Yo, we got Cole J Styles house. What's up, Cole? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. We'll get started in a few minutes. Just hang out and chill for a bit. I'll give it up to the 5 minute mark, so about another 2 minutes or so. Let me pin the chat. I think I do qualify as overweight to a certain degree, but I suppose I would have really to think about how rejection looks like from that point. Yeah, we'll get into it in a little bit. I've been overweight the majority of my life. I have lost 50 pounds twice in the past, and life was different back then. Actually, no, this is the third time because I have lost 50 pounds this year. So, yeah, it's weird because the first two times I feel like there was a bigger change, maybe because I was lifting weights, but because right now I'm getting back into it. But yeah, that was a pretty big change in my life when I lost 50 pounds in the past. So weight does matter. What am I trying to do? Oh yeah, that's right. Invite, copy, join the. Okay, let me pin that to the chat. By the way, I've been trying to stream every day, so uh, I'm definitely changing my schedule around so that I can definitely schedule or stream every day. So I'm definitely working on that because I know that's what I promised, and honestly, that's my goal. So if not every single day, 6 days a week for sure. Okay, so I think it's pinned to the chat now. Let me double check. I forgot to double check. Yep, it's pinned. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure because then it's gonna get buried under the chat, under all the other comments. Do you guys have any favorite artificially sweetened sodas. I hate calling them diet sodas because that's misleading marketing. Yeah, that Mountain Dew is okay. I'm not a huge fan. I prefer Mountain Dew Zero because it tastes more like the regular Mountain Dew than Diet Mountain Dew. I don't know. I don't know how they formulate these sodas where it has like a zero label, like Mountain Dew Zero, Coke Zero, whatever, or like a Diet Coke or like a Diet Mountain Dew. Because usually the ones with that say zero sugar or like Mountain Dew Zero, Coke Zero, they taste more like the regular one, but the diet ones don't. I don't know. Maybe the diet ones are supposed to be that kind of like their own thing, and then the zero ones are intended to be tasting like the regular ones. I don't know. Anyway, I guess that's something we'll never know, or maybe if we do a quick Google search, we'll find out. But yeah, let's get started. We're about 6 minutes in, and I'm sure people will join as we go along. But let's see. Carlos has a comment here. He says, in contemporary times, body positivity aims to make plus size normalized and glamorized in that context. I wonder what extent rejection due to weight is explicit. Yeah, it's actually a really good point. Actually, yeah, let's elaborate on it. I think that's a good point to start off with. I'll read it again. In contemporary times, body positivity aims to make plus size normalized and glamorized in that context. I wonder to what extent rejection due to weight is explicitly acceptable. Honestly, I think it's funny because both men and women, they both have double standards when it comes to weight and rejection. For example, women will tell other women it's okay to be overweight, but then whenever they want a guy or they want to date a guy and they're overweight, then they reject them and they say, "Oh, it's okay to have standards." And men do this too. Men will be overweight, and if they want to, they won't want to date an overweight woman, but they'll want to date a woman who's in shape. So I think we do have that double standard as a society. But yeah, in the world of body positivity, it's body positivity basically aims to where basically no matter how much you weigh, you look good. And I'm gonna be 100% with you guys. As someone who's been overweight for most of my life, or I am against fat shaming and bullying, or all these ways that people bring down overweight people. But at the same time, I don't think telling everyone that, oh, you have to like me just because I'm overweight is unhealthy, because that's almost like saying, like, oh, let's say I go out with a date with a girl tonight, and then things don't go well, but I tell her you have to like me no matter what. That's basically what body positivity is. um and I don't know. For me, I don't really. I mean, I do see weight a little bit in terms of appearance, but I think from for the most part, when I want to lose weight, or when I tell other people that they should lose weight, it's from a health standpoint. But what good is being alive if if you're not healthy, whether it's physically or mentally? Because being overweight could take a toll on you, and whether there's probably body positivity or whether you believe it or not, you're still thinking about in the back of your head, oh, people are they don't want to go out with me, or maybe you don't get accepted for a job, or all these things. When you're interacting with society, and even though you may or may not have been rejected because of your weight, because I think a lot of I don't think it's the weight itself, but I think a lot of people look at overweight people and they say that oh, like this person's overweight, they must be lazy, and they must not have a good work ethic. And I think that couldn't be further from the truth. For some people, yeah, it is, but you could also say the same thing about skinny people, or people who are not overweight. I would say that if someone's in shape, if they're going to the gym and working out, it's obvious, because they'll usually have like a toned body, and they'll have muscle, that they'll have definition, maybe six pack abs. So uh, you know, those people are working for it. But whether you're overweight or skinny, I don't think that should determine whether or not someone has work ethic. Because for me, I've been overweight pretty much my whole life, except from like maybe a couple of years when I was in college. But I work my ass off. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna apologize for it. I'm someone who works my ass off. Like, I've had to basically talk to myself into working less, so I don't work myself to death. And a lot of it, you can 1 second. You could say a lot of it has to do with with having, possibly having a chip on my shoulder, being a child of an immigrant, or being a child of immigrant parents, or growing up overweight and just having everyone shit on you. Not everyone, but a lot of people. But yeah, you could chalk it up having a chip on my shoulder. But when it comes to looking at me and my work ethic, I guess the biggest thing is that, how can I put this? The biggest thing is that we all cope with our problems and our struggles with life in different ways. Some people turn to alcohol, some people turn to smoking. For us overweight people, it's most of the time it's we turn to food as our comfort, and so it's a lot more obvious because we're overweight, and that's what I struggle with. We all have a different vice. Like I said, some people turn to alcohol, some people turn to smoking, some people turn to drugs, and a lot of us turn it to food, and that's how we become overweight. I don't think it's from necessarily being lazy, but it's trying to find comfort. It's trying to find comfort in a tough world, and it's vicious cycle because you grow up overweight and you're looking for comfort, you're looking for positive reinforcements or positive friendships, or maybe in my case, I've been trying to lose weight pretty much my entire life, and there's been a lot of times where I lost weight just out of sheer will, but then I bounced back because I was doing something unsustainable. So a lot of times it's due to lack of knowledge. For me now, I found something that's sustainable. Like I eat a high protein diet now, so most of my calories come from protein, um, and I walk a lot, and both of them I can see myself doing for the rest of my life. Um, so yeah. We got Juliana in the house. Are you in Juliana or Juliana? Hey, I don't know you were. Yep, I am. Both my parents are from. Uh, I'm not gonna say it, but yeah, both of my parents are immigrants, and they've been U.S. citizens for what 20 years now. So yeah, I'm a child of immigrant parents for sure. You learn something new every day when you come to my streams, Juliana. Cause also population change. Try this. Visit the Cal State LA website and screenshots of front. Let's see if the student models represent the current student body. I have a feeling they do. Interesting. Let me look that up real quick. Is it on the homepage, or is it like the associate student body organization? No pun intended. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I see what you mean. It's a very diverse group of people. A lot of them are Hispanic. Some of them are Asian descent. You have people of color. You have African Americans. So, I mean, honestly, you see this everywhere. It's not just with colleges. Um, yeah, it's not with colleges. Like, let's say if you go to like Target or a lot of these, big box stores, especially if they sell clothing. You'll see, diversity. You'll see, whatever the current trend is, LGBTQ plus, and body positivity and all this stuff. Because at the end of the day, they're a business. They want your money. So I just chalk it up to marketing. We got Kevin Hawthorne now. Good evening, Kevin. Come on, man. What happened to Good evening from Lakeland, Florida? I thought we had something going there. Yes, homepage. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, if you guys want to hop on, the link is pinned to the chat. If you don't feel comfortable coming on with video, then no worries. We can do audio only. But I want you guys to chime in. I don't want to just be ranting for not ranting but rambling for half an hour to an hour. I want to hear what you guys have to say as well. I do like gaining new perspectives. But yeah, growing up overweight, at least for me, it's been tough because um, especially when you go into early adulthood. I would say like the biggest, the most confusing time of being overweight or growing up as an overweight kid is probably from the age of, well, at least for me, it was from um I think it was from like the start of, or from like the age, yeah, I would say from the start of college until like my late 20s. Because the reason why I say it's confusing, because even though like you closest, I guess what I meant to say is that it seems more people are now overweight than ever before. In that context, I wouldn't have rejection rates have changed. I still think I don't know. I don't think they've changed. I think we're always programmed to choose the partner that and obviously there's always exceptions to the rules. There's always a minority, but I think we're as humans we're programmed to choose partners that are more in shape than not, more often than not, because that's how we've survived over the years as a human species. When it comes to whether it comes to bearing children or being protective of your family against intruders. That's how we've survived. So I think naturally we pick people that are in shape or at least not overweight compared to people who are. So I don't know. I don't think they have changed much. But for me, I would say the most confusing time for me being overweight is from college until or the beginning of college until like my late 20s because when you're in high school or when you're in grade school overall, you know why people don't like you or interact with you. But as you get older, people stop making comments about your weight and all these things. And like a lot of times, like especially for me, like I always or people always tell me, oh, just be yourself and you'll find someone, or just be yourself and the right people will be in your life. But like it was, I don't know, that wasn't really the case for me. Yeah, like I made a lot of friends and all that stuff, but I never really felt like I was particularly close to with anyone. And I think a lot of people looked at me, looked at my weight, and they probably assumed I was lazy, just like the rest of society. So, I've talked to in the last couple of years, I've talked to people who are overweight, and we share a lot of the same opinions. It's almost like you're getting treated as a second class citizen. People see you and they assume that you're lazy. They assume that you don't like to work hard, that you make excuses for yourself, and they don't see that there's a person who works really hard but is feels broken. Juliana says, "I'm listening while I drive, so you can ramble." Well, I'm honored that you listen to me on your drive, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, that was one of the main reasons why I got into therapy a few years ago is because I got tired of I got tired of the mental struggle of being overweight and feeling like I was broken or there was something wrong with me just because a lot of people didn't want to accept me as a romantic partner, a friend, a business professional. It's not to say that I'm not trying to like put myself in a victim position, but I'm just trying to communicate how it felt in my own head and in my own mind. And this is not to say that I didn't date anyone or I didn't have any friends or I didn't network with anyone, but I always felt like I was always trying to catch up to everyone else, no matter how hard I worked, no matter what I accomplished. I feel like I was always um, I always felt like I always felt like I was step behind everyone just because I was overweight, and it made it made life very difficult. And I don't know. I don't know. I just felt like I wasn't really wanted around other people. I just felt like I was a rejected member of society. Even that may have been the case. That might not have been the case. But when you're overweight, those are the type of thoughts that come to your mind. I'm not saying that everyone is gonna like me or they should like me, but I would, if I was willing to bet, I would say more often than not, I think I missed out on a lot of opportunities just because a lot of people didn't want to socialize with me or go out with me because of my weight. Because without, and these are people that really didn't really know me. They didn't know how hard I worked. They didn't know my work ethic. They know that I basically bust my ass for everything I have in life. They just judged me based on the way I looked, and they went on with their life. And things would have most likely been different if I was in shape. So I do think that people who are overweight get judged pretty harshly. Juliana says, "Yes, you're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you." And and maybe you're saying, John, if you feel that way, if you feel like you were kind of rejected by society, or you weren't accepted by people as the way you should have, then why are you not all for body positivity? Because I think body positivity is good in a way, but I also think that it's a bandage. It's a band-aid for the struggles that come with, or the mental struggles that come with being overweight. I think someone would be in a better position to, if they were to actively work on their health, eating healthier. Like, basically, I think a lot of people would be in a better position in terms of their health, their happiness, all that good stuff, if they adopted healthier habits like walking a lot every day. That's what I do now. Has both physical health and mental health benefits. Eating healthier foods, because you also have to remember that eating unhealthy foods not only adds extra calories to your diet, but it also gives you brain fog and all these cognitive challenges that not many people talk about. The stuff you eat definitely affects your thought process, your cognitive processes. And so yeah, I think the body positivity, yeah, it sounds nice, but um, I don't think it gets people the results that they want. I think body positivity is just this temporary, quote unquote resolution. It's really not a resolution, but it may come across as a resolution, because you're basically telling people, like, it's the same advice as telling people, oh, just be yourself. And I'm not telling people to go, be fake versions of themselves or try to be someone else, but just being yourself kind of gives you this thought, or like this impression that, oh, you don't have to put any work in. You can be overweight, you can be broke, not work, and do whatever you want, play video games all day and eat chips and burgers all day, and still succeed in life. And unfortunately, our society doesn't work that way. You have to put the work in. We live in a merit based society. We live in a performance based society. And the thing is that a lot of people don't want to accept that. A lot of people are opting out of that. They're not subscribing to that concept of life, because it's hard. It's really hard. You got to put in a lot of work. It's not something that makes you feel good. I mean, it does make you feel good in the long run, but you don't see many rewards from it in the beginning, because a lot of it has to do with sacrifice. You're doing things that you don't want to do. These are things that don't really make you feel good in the beginning, but once you get to a certain point in life, where you're starting to see some results and start to see changes in your life, then you get addicted and you want to do more. But in the beginning, it doesn't feel good, and a lot of people don't want to put in the work in. What do you guys think? Let me hear your thoughts in the chat, or if you want to hop on. I think as harsh as it may sound, but I think we're all a product of, or I do believe that we're all a product of our choices. Yes, it sucks being overweight. Yes, it sucks being turned down to potential romantic partners because you're overweight. But you gotta take action, man. You deserve better. You don't deserve to live life full of misery and regret and being hard on yourself. We all have one life to live. I think it's really important to, for lack of a better term, get your shit together. And in this case, you gotta lose weight. I'm all for feeling comfortable in your own skin, and not being fat shamed, not being fat bullied, or whatever you want to call it. But it's also not healthy to be overweight. It's there's countless studies showing you know, when you're obese, the risk of cancer, the risk of heart attacks, high blood pressure, diabetes, and these are just the name of a few. There's so many health risks coming with overweight, and that's one of the reasons why I'm working my ass off to lose weight. It's been really it's been really tough. Like I lost 50 pounds from the beginning of the year, and I want to lose another 80 pounds by the end of the year. So I'm trying to find a certain balance. Like it's really hard to for me, I fast now. I might eating windows from 9 to 5, and then or 5:30 sometimes, depending on my schedule, what time I get home and all that good stuff. But I don't eat anything outside of that. If I have a Coke Zero or like in today's case, Diet Mountain Dew, that's gonna curb my hunger away from like eating things that I want to eat. You know then I'm gonna do that. The only problem is that I think if you drink diet soda because of the artificial sweeteners, it does break your fast, but in terms of weight loss, you're still on weight track to losing weight because you're consuming something that's roughly 0 calories, less than 1 calorie. So it does help with weight loss, but if you do drink some artificial sweeteners like Gatorade Zero or diet soda, then it does break your fast, I believe. But it still helps you lose weight. So if you want the benefits of fasting, then just drink water, black tea, or black coffee. Those are three things that won't break your fast, based on countless research studies. And again, this is not stuff that I'm coming up with. These are all things that are available to you on Google. I'm not a medical expert, so this is not medical advice. Definitely talk to your doctor. We got Tech Free Needs announced. What's going on? How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Tech for Needs. I don't know if you came in a couple minutes ago, but I'd love to get your thoughts on the topic. I want these streams, these Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday streams to be as active as or interactive as possible. I would say that um, growing up overweight and whew, this is gonna be a tough one to talk about, but I gotta talk about it. Um, I think growing up overweight, you reach a certain point where you also don't accept yourself, and I think that's the biggest thing that you have to do. I think hold on one second, guys. Let me respond to this message real quick before I start the topic that's on my mind. Tech Fitness says it is a struggle. I know the feeling. I'm the same, but I grew up being super skinny. Up, okay. So I'm guessing that you're having trouble putting on mass. Like you feel like you're too skinny. You're trying to put on muscle. I'm the opposite. I put on mass really, really easily. Like if I lift heavy enough for a couple weeks, then my body just like it just gets swole as hell. But then I have trouble losing body fat. Like my body hangs on to body fat a lot. So it's really difficult for me to lean out, and that's why I have to resort to fasting. Essentially, fasting and eating less calories. What up? What up, Steen? How you doing, my friend? Steen says salute, John. Salute to you as well, sir. Thanks for stopping by. Now I'm super. It's one extreme or the other, right? Either super skinny or super fat. Um, Sorry, I don't like checking my phone, but this is time sensitive, so I have to do this right now. But I'm reading your comments. Keep sharing your comments. Let's have a good discussion about this. Why is my internet so slow? Good damn, man. Not my internet, but my phone internet is slow as hell. Let me connect to Verizon's network, see if it's faster. Yes, it is so much faster. Thank you. We got Kalai. Oh man. I was trying to remember how Pedro says it. Kualaya in the house. What's up, Kualaya? How you doing? I got like run like I gotta write your name phonetically. I don't want to put your first name out there because you might not want me to. So I'm keeping it private. But how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Kualaya always coming here with the positivity. I love it. Um, mm, are you still doing gig work or how are things going on here in Kualaya? All right, I took care of it. All right, back to the topic. I think what was I saying? Oh yeah, I think growing up based on the fact that people don't really accept you at an early age, you learn not to accept yourself, and I think that's one of the biggest challenges about being overweight. And this can apply to any other insecurities that you have in your life. Maybe you have a speech impediment, or maybe yeah, like some type of growth impediment. I don't know, but like let's say if you don't fall into let's say you don't fall into like the standard, like the stereotypical person. Like let's say you have some type of a challenge in your life and you don't get accepted by your peers, you don't get accepted by family members, then that's going to make you feel insecure. And I think that in a way it's almost going to make you feel like you despise yourself. And I think that in order to have a fulfilling and happy life, you have to accept yourself. And I think it gets easier to accept yourself as you get older, especially like for me in my case. I I don't know. I didn't accept myself in the beginning, but as I got older, I realized that um, not the hate, but a lot of the comments I was getting about being overweight or all these things. It was more about a reflection of those people's characters than it was about me. And I think that's when I started to accept myself a lot more. That this is the way I am, and it's not necessarily about me. It's more about them and how they look at themselves or maybe their experiences. Basically, they're looking at me from a lens of their experiences. Carlos, I understand that you went through a lot due to your previous weight. Of course, now is the time for change, and I think you'll have a totally different experience with you. Yeah, I have gotten a taste of it, Carlos, because before the pandemic, I was in really good shape. I lost weight. I lost about 50 pounds, and but I also had a lot of muscle. So yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy because that's when I understood, how some people get cocky because when you're walking through a gym with a lot of muscle definition on your body, and people are, whether they're men or women, they're turning around to look at you. It goes to your head for sure. So I definitely got a taste of that. But again, I'm not gonna do for others. I'm gonna do it for myself. I wanna live a long, healthy life. I don't wanna I don't want to have a shortened life because I decided not to lose weight. I think for me, losing weight is not only physical, mental as well. I think when I see myself in the mirror, I remember a lot of my childhood and all the shit that I went through of having a really hard time to make friends and you know having finding a dating partner. Again, like for me, I think for me things started changing in college because I became really social. I was more comfortable with myself. I dated a lot. I dated a lot of beautiful women. Had a really good time. I was also throwing myself out there a lot. Like I knew that once I graduated from college, I was gonna have the same opportunities to make friends and to have potential dating partners. So I was spending a lot of time to socializing, meeting people, talking to people. So that led to a lot of opportunities. But once I graduated college, um, it went back. It got not harder, but it became more challenging. Like for example, you're not meeting several people on a daily basis in a classroom, in a library, or whatever. So basically, you kind of have to go out of your way where it's more convenient in college. So like now, like maybe if I see someone attractive at the library, I mean, yes, I know a lot of people don't go to the library anymore, but maybe a bookstore like Barnes and Noble. Yes, I still have a couple in my area. Even though a lot of them are closing down, or maybe like a coffee shop. I'll try to, I'll just try to have a conversation with them. Maybe they're reading a book that I like, or maybe that I've read, and I'll chat it up with them about that. I always try to establish common ground. Maybe they have nice shoes or like a nice color headphones. Like I'll try to establish common ground. Just get to know them as human beings instead of be like, hey, you want to go out with me and you want to smash. So I try to make a human connection. What up, right here, Rodeo Steve? How you doing, man? Steve says hi, John. Looking good, bro. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. You've always been so kind. Half joking, half serious. Let's start the chat by transmitting. Let's see if we can. No, I'm getting in shape, but really get lean and strong with this friendly. I don't know if Nova's gonna do it. I don't know if Nova wants to lose weight, but yeah, you and I could do it, and it doesn't have to be a challenge. It's not a race, I think we can. Or actually, Carlos, you know what? Actually, I think you work at that time. I was gonna say you should come on my weekly weight loss video chat every. I think you work. Do you work on Saturdays 11? Because that's usually when it is. If you do work, then we could do something on the side where we can kind of like share our progress and motivate each other. It doesn't have to be competition, but it can be something where we're sharing our results and motivating each other. But yeah, I mean, Nova, I've never heard him say he wants to lose weight. So I don't know if that's something he does. I don't want to, volunteer him into doing something he might not want to do. By the way, if you guys want to hop on and share something relevant to the topic, you can go ahead and join the stream. The StreamYard link is pinned to the chat. Accountability is very important. Exactly. I think Tech for Needs. Thanks for making that comment. Thanks for bringing that up because I think a lot of people lack self awareness and accountability these days. They want to point the finger at someone else instead of saying, "Hey, I'm going to own up my shit, and then I'm going to not necessarily fix my mistakes, but I want to become a better version of myself. I have, acquired more knowledge and I want to improve. I want to improve myself. I want to improve my quality of life. I want to improve the way I view life, the way I view myself, the way I view people around me. Yeah. But yeah, guys, rejection is a part of life. Whether you're overweight or not, we all have to face rejection. Sometimes I hear this line where people say that, oh, attractive people have more opportunities in life. So attractive people, as in whether you're male or female, you have more opportunities. I don't know if that's true or not. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that's true? That attractive people just have a better time in life, easier time in life, more opportunities? Right, sure. Rodeo's not pulling any punches. Says no, they have no backbone. Yeah, they probably don't have a lot of character. I don't know. I don't know these people, so I don't want to judge them. I don't judge anyone. Tech says what may be attractive to you, maybe not be. That is true. Yeah, that is a good point. But I think there are some people that are just naturally attractive to where like a wide, like they're universally attractive, where they have traits where a lot of people like them. Yes, attractive people have more time as a mirror, not before, but it's another fact. Yeah, I don't know. I don't disagree with you, but I don't know if I agree with you 100%. You're looking good, bro. It's good to see you. Hey, man, Glenn, good to see you too, man. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the encouraging words. I appreciate you. Character counts. Steve, this is a good point. But do you think a lot of people care about character? Because I see a lot of people go out with people that they consider attractive, but they treat them like crap, like shit. Do you think a lot of people, you know, they may say like, oh, character matters, and I want to be treated with respect and all this stuff, but do you think that a lot of people value character and dignity and all that good stuff? I don't know, but that fades. Character counts, but that fades. Can you elaborate on that, Steve? But yeah, guys, I'm trying to lose another 80 pounds this year, so I'm fast. Technically, I don't know. I don't know if I'm still fasting, but I cut off my window. The reason why I say I don't know is because drinking drinks with artificially sweetened content breaks your fast. Technically, I think I don't know, but I'm not gonna eat anything else for the rest of the day, so I just call it fasting. I don't know. I closed off my eating window at 5:30. I had some ground turkey and damn, I forgot to drink my protein shake today. Did I get enough protein today? I probably did. I don't know. But what about after a couple months? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. I think people the way they choose their partners is the way they see themselves. Carl says partially what makes people attractive is that we know that it took hard work to get to that point. We subconsciously assume that they are mentally healthy and disciplined. That's a good point. Yeah. After initial, there needs to be meat of that relationship. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Yeah, I do agree with that, but I don't know if a lot of people agree. A jerk is a jerk, self-respect. Yeah, I do agree. But again, I see a lot of people who are in toxic relationships just because the other person's physically attractive. I don't know. And also, I think it has to do with the fact that they see themselves to a higher worth, a higher standard. Kolai says yes, it does. I do agree with you guys. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying I don't know if I don't know if the majority of society has the same point of view as we do. But no matter what someone looks like, I do. I mean, no matter whether you are physically attracted to someone or not, I think everyone should be. Or I do. I think I believe that everyone should be treated with the utmost respect, regardless of their skin color, their ethnicity, their occupation, all this good stuff. I think as a society, we look down on people who work certain occupations. I hate to say it, but we do live in a very shallow world. The hardest part is keeping the weight off after you reach your goals. I think, Glenn, I think I do agree with you, but that was when I was doing things that or had a lifestyle that was unsustainable. Basically, I was eating foods that I didn't necessarily enjoy, or basically I was adopting healthy habits just out of sheer will, and I was losing weight by sheer will and sheer force. Now I really enjoy what I do, what I eat, and I enjoy the exercise aspect of it because I just walk. I walk while listening to good music or listen to podcasts. Sometimes I don't listen to anything at all, and I just walk, and then it helps me process my thoughts. So it's been really good for my mental health and my physical health. So I believe I found a sustainable way to do it, and I think this time around it's not going to be as difficult to maintain the weight. But I am doing certain things now to lose the weight quicker. Um, aside from health, aside from health, when we get in shape, we also get the halo effect in which people with subconsciously give us more respect. Yeah, that is true. Again, we live in a shallow society where, people who are overweight aren't respected as much as people who are in shape. You know, or maybe people who are really skinny and they have trouble putting mass on. I think there's three types of people, or yeah, three types of people where Some are overweight, they have trouble losing weight. Some are skinny and they have trouble putting size on, so they look scrawny and not strong. And then there's people who are fit. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tech has a good question. How do you define attractive? For me, I don't know. I think we all have different ways to define attractive. For me, I have you know, and here comes double standard, but I do have my own preferences. I don't necessarily uh say no to someone, but for example, if it's dating, if a woman doesn't meet my preferences when it comes to dating, I'll still go out with them. I'll still give it a shot. But I think we all define attractiveness differently. I am in Aries. Yep, I'm in Aries, which is a fire sign. Do you guys believe in horoscopes and zodiac? I do believe them. I do believe them at surface value. I think some people go overboard with them, or they can. But for me, I like to view them as I take them at surface level. I don't think there's either right or wrong. I think everyone's entitled to believe whatever they want from the opinion that they want. I do tend to get along with people who are like more of a water sign, like a water zodiac, or yeah, I think water zodiac. So like I believe a Libra. I get along really well with Libras because we're almost like a yin and yang. One of my closest friends, he's a Libra. Cause more like he's a lot more chill. I'm more like a hustle and bustle. I'm more like a go getter, so we balance each other out. Mm, 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 mm. I think this person lives near USC. Sorry, I got off topic there. Mm. There's a song stuck in my head that I found recently, not too long ago. Yeah, I think they live near USC. Yeah, half a mile. Oh wow, I know you're a Libra. I guess we're yin and yang to each other, Kualaya. I'm a. Come on, man! Don't talk to yourself like that. I'm serious. Why do you call yourself a Gemini idiot? Gemini idiot. Tech says the most important thing is self love. That is one of the issues people have because they don't fit a type of criteria. You know what? I do think that that term gets used a lot. Um, but yeah, I do agree that we have to accept ourselves. That's right. Carlos is Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Pisces. Okay, so you're close to me. You're like what, late February, early March there, tech free needs? I think that's a Pisces. February 25th. Yeah, I said like February. So yeah, I was right. I think one of the reasons I get along with John is because he's so a fire sign. Carlos, yeah, we talked about that on Sunday. You say you're a fire sign too, right? Nice sign. What type of person? Oh yeah, you are a fire sign. That's crazy. I believe Leos are fire signs too, right? Every person that I've known in my life to be a Leo, I bumped heads with. So I don't think every person that's a fire sign. Leo sign. Let's see. I think Leo's fire too. I believe. Yeah, Leo's a fire too. Yeah, one of my ex girlfriends. She's a or she was a Leo. I mean, she's not dead, but we don't talk to each other anymore. But yeah, she was a Leo, and initially we got along, but after that, we bumped heads a lot, and we just decided that it's just best to go our separate ways. Random question: what type of guys you or what type of music do you guys listen to? Carlos the Spanish Shark. Okay, Carlos. I don't know if you've heard of that one song by Hoobastank. It's called "The Reason." There's actually a Spanish version of it. It's an old classic song, the one from Hoobastank. I forgot the name of the band, but if you look up the name of the song, which is La Razón, I'm sure you'll be able to find it. What was the name of the group? I think it had David Fernandez in the Fernandez in the name of the artist. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube real quick. All kinds. What's one of your favorites, Kolai? Give me one. Lara song. What's the name of the artist? Oh, David E. Fernando. I was trying to say it in Spanish. Let me copy paste this for you guys. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely drive says Kolai. Please don't drive and text. Hey, John, I'm Leo, and I'm cool. I'm gonna say, yeah, Leos are cool. I just, I just promised myself that I wouldn't be dating Leos anymore because I have a lot of family members who are Leos, and then, like I said, one of my ex girlfriends was a Leo, so yeah, we don't always get along because it's basically like a balance of power, you know. We all want to take charge. You know, one person's got to take charge, the other person's got to kind of like sit back and relax, for lack of a better term. But yeah, here's the link to the song that I was referring to. I can't play it because it's gonna give me a copyright claim or copyright strike. So I respect the music sometimes, but I've never been into banda. I don't. Is it banda? I don't know. It doesn't sound like banda to me, but I don't know. I mean, I do understand they're a band, but it's not like a traditional. Again, I've never heard the rest of their music, so I don't know. I don't know how their song category or their music categories. But yeah, that song I do like. It's very mellow and relaxing. I know some banda songs can be some obnoxious. Okay, R&B and Arabic. Okay, cool. You listen to way more Arabic than I do. That's for sure. It's like a reimagined banda thing going on. Yeah, I don't know if it's that deep, man. I don't know if it's that deep. I think it's just similar to how like you have a cover band for like really popular artists. I think it's just a cover song. The rest of their music, I don't know, but yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna start wrapping this stream up. I'll give it a few more minutes until we hit the 1 hour mark. I'm gonna give you guys time to share any closing thoughts, any final thoughts before we end the stream. Let me know in the live chat. Also, if you guys enjoyed the stream, definitely hit the like button. It'll be greatly appreciated because it'll help the channel and the video to YouTube will show it to more people that can benefit from it. You listen to their theme songs. I don't know what their themes. I didn't even know they had theme songs. Come on, man. You listen to that, but you listen to La Son. Come on, way better music. Yeah, do they have like theme songs like their wrestlers or something? People are just assigned. Yeah, I don't know if they're assigned, man. I think that's just the creator choosing to overlay the content with specific music. I'm pretty sure they don't even know about those videos, or if they do, I don't think they get a creative input on what songs get assigned to their videos. It's not even their videos. I mean, it's their content, but like a lot of content creators, they're not really contenting. I mean, they're not creating content. They're just repurposing the same videos over and over again with different music and different titles and subtitles and all that good stuff. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but you can't just call yourself a content creator for just reposting someone else's original content. By the way, you spelled TikTok wrong, Carlos. Just to let you know. Just giving you a heads up, my friend. Are you serious? I just sold something on eBay, and eBay took almost $60. That doesn't even include shipping. Jeez, man, what a ripoff. I really hope that includes money for shipping. I don't think it does though. Damn, they took 13.25%. It used to be 10%, I believe. I guess because they're doing the payment processing too. So yeah, I guess it hasn't changed. 10% plus 3.25. Yeah, that makes sense. Damn, $60 on $400. That's insane. Tactic. Yeah, this is how you pronounce. I don't know if you're doing it intentionally, but that's how you pronounce it. I'm not a fan of the platform, but yeah, that's how you spell it. All right, guys, less than a minute left. Anything you guys want to share? Any final thoughts, closing words before we wrap up? Speak now or forever hold your peace. You're just joking. Okay, gotcha. What was the name of that thing where you put in your mouth, it's like it improves your breath? Tic Tac. I think that's how you pronounce Tic Tac. I think that's what it's called, right? Tic Tac. Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks for stopping by and commenting. Definitely keeps the stream going because, like, if you guys weren't here, I would not be able to talk for an hour straight. There's no way. Now I'm verifying my own spelling. Tic Tac. Yep, it was called Tic Tac. Yep, refreshing your breath. What's their what's their motto? Refresh, refresh the moment, unleash your creativity. It's like, bro, relax. It's not that serious. That's their motto. Tic Tac. Refresh the moment and unleash your creativity. Those little white things that you just put in your mouth after, like, so you won't have bad breath, like after a meal with like garlic or onions or something. But all right, guys, appreciate you guys stopping by. If you guys enjoyed the stream, definitely hit the like button. That'll be greatly appreciated. It would help out the channel a lot. If you guys are watching the replay later on, comment down below hashtag replay crew or team replay, and let's get a discussion. Let's get a discussion going. And I think that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys next one. Peace.